Well, good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's video on YouTube. I've actually decided to come out to do some fresh air walking outside in the backyard garden. I can't put up long sentences because obviously I'm pretty much dumb and I'm not that fluent in English. But anyways, we've got a very huge swath of nasturtiums right here. Basically, we can just see congregations of nasturtiums as always as per usual. And I can tell you what, the rest of my whole backyard garden has been totally glorious. And sorry for the brightness, I think it was a bit too bright. But despite the cold and chilly air, we've got some squirrels. That's not part of the deal, hey? Apart from the squirrels, just lurching around through trees and stuff, if that's quite the very good term, if you ask me. Anyway, so we've got lots and lots of other things that I'm going to show you here. We've got lots of nasturtiums. Big clumps of nasturtiums here, as I did say to you before. They were straightforward towering up the hedgerows, about 2/3 of it, and I can actually start to see a bit of blackberry action now. That's actually relatively late, but you know, I'm going to grab Mr. Shovel, and instead of smashing up knockoff toys, which I normally tend to use, I'm going to use Mr. Shovel, or maybe I could use that rake to try and extract a bit of blueberry action. Oh, sorry, blackberries. I don't know if I can try and show it through camera. It's a bit hard to do so. Maybe if I try and hold up. So, let me just straightforward show it to you on camera. I can't find a very good position. Maybe apart from that door there. Maybe that door could probably help me along the way here. I've got to be very, very careful here because having to deal with a nasty and sharp looking shovel would be very dangerous because obviously there's a lot of like metal and stuff. And the other thing is that if I'm filming, the other problem is, hey, I think if I put this right here, like so, that would be incredibly dangerous to film. Not only that, but that's actually not enough space to really contend. That's not that very clear, and actually my hands have been incrementally dirty because obviously I've been doing a lot of like, I've been doing a lot of like crafting recently, so just do give me a bit of time here to spare from that point here too. And yes, apart from the nasturtiums, and yes, I accidentally just bruised myself just a bit. Sorry about that, because I was trying to extract some blackberries from the top, but I think that's very dangerous to do so, so I might as well just straightforward wait for a bit. And I can actually hear some mistle thrushes. They just make that very weird noise, like a football. Is that like a rattle sound? It's quite weird, isn't it? They make like a rattling sound, don't they? It's a little bit like a footballer's rattler. A footballing rattler, if you ask me. Right, apart from the nasturtium, so we've got some more right here. The tomato fruits, unfortunately, I don't think I can see any signs of ripening. But nevertheless, I can start to see of them, so that is quite a very good sign. But at the moment, we're not much sunshine, and I think I might have damaged my plants somehow, which is not a good sign to see. Obviously, it's still in the very bad position because of the way it's been designed like that. Like too. Maybe if I just put the tablet right down there, and I might as well just probably extract a few blackberries. It's a bit dangerous to do so because there is a lot of like debris around here. I'm gonna man, this is gonna kill me. Right, I'm gonna start. Of course, I can't show you the bit that I'm extracting some blackberries because it's way too dangerous to film. But I'm trying to get out some blackberries. Hold up, this thing here might not be that perfect. Let me just go and get a rake. Gonna do unboxing or unpacking shots. Well, something like that. This is the new rake that I got from this. It was actually bought around September or October. If you remember that knockoff toy review video that was made during early September. And I actually destroyed one of the other Mr. Shovels from my other knockoff toy videos on YouTube, but I'm going to straightforward use this to actually probe out and extract the blackberries, because, man, this thing is stuck. What's with the tape here? Ah, finally got it, right. So, this is what I'm going to be using it as. Oh, right. So we've actually got a few blackberries that I've just fallen out down to the, like so. So we've got one of these. Right, isn't it? Oh, man. So hard to get a few rid of these. Although, I would have been better off done it. Oh, man. This is so... don't think I can straightforward show it to you on camera properly, because it's actually very dangerous. But I start to see there's a bit of blackberry action that I just plucked out. I might probably save that for the birds. Because, well, winter time's coming right up. And apparently, tell you what I got. So I'm just going to put this thing back to where it is. And we might as well continue to do some more going around. Because I can't straightforward leave the blackberries just all to myself. That'd be too greedy, wouldn't it? We've got some geraniums. And they're trying to flower, and in fact, one of them is actually straightforward trying to blossom out, but I don't think it's going to be that right. The conditions-wise, it's not going to flower. Yes, we've got more. Everywhere I start to see is nasturtium territory. Then we've got more cosmoses. Hey, lots and lots of cosmoses. They are so everywhere. I tell you what they're going to say. A small sunflower. More zinnias, and I'll tell you what, the more I seem to look at, the more it explains why my backyard garden has bared the brunt of how hot and dry the summer we had has been so far. And if I keep on tracking along, whoops, that was a nasty ditch there. Nasty hole, wasn't it? Right, more cosmoses, more zinnias. We've got a lot of nasturtiums, a big clump full of them, and there's more. Again, another zinnia, like so. There's actually more zinnias down here. And then we've also got that thing there, which I believe it is a seed head. But because of how wet the ground is at the moment now, and I'm also quite dry as well, because we haven't had any rain. It's probably the dew. And also, it was actually very foggy as well too when I woke up this morning. So that's a classic sign of autumn time, as you can really start to see, eh? And it looks like the bird food has been straightforward spilt everywhere. I filled that up, I think it was Friday night, and I tell you what, all that bird food was being spilt everywhere by the stores. They were just everywhere like hell. There's more bird food right here remaining on the little bit for the small birds just to come along and eat all of this stuff. There's also more flowers. Okay, and then we've also got more nasturtiums. Yeah, feels like we've got a bit of wasp action right here. It feels like, as I'm looking at wasps, I feel like their nests have been demolished, because it's that sort of the time of the year where wasps are becoming straightforward deprived of their home, and they need to find a little, well, basically wasps, they're going to turn into queens. So you find out by next year /summer. And we've got more insect action. Is mosquito type thing. Right, we've got lots and lots of cosmoses. A few, oh, let's just say, okay, so we've got a few pigeons right on the top of the roofing like that. And then we've also got more zinnias right there on the background. Noticing there's also a lot of cosmoses. Somehow we've actually got lots of cosmoses. So there you go. We've actually got quite a few of cosmoses. Some of them are sinking down, but that's already fine, hey? Because even though these flowers have been late blossomers, strangely enough, they've actually been doing oh so well. And actually, this year's October has actually been significantly dry. It's actually been consistent of how dry the weather has been. So, been very good news so far. Apart from the fact that I've scrunched and crunched up my nasturtium plants by accident. Not to mention just how many seeds we saw in previous videos I did, there's just a massive apocalypse. And again, we've got more damage that's done by the nasturtiums. Actually, the aphids and the caterpillars would have done this. And although it's still very, very dewy and misty and foggy, I can actually start to see that looks like aphid activity. So that must have been quite a lot. And that also would have actually explained why we had so many ladybirds. I think the Indian summer that we had, well, it was basically a warm spell, like a little heat wave, but it's not as hot as what you might expect for this time of the year, because we're going up towards winter. And guess what? We had swarms of harlequin and 7-spotted ladybirds everywhere. I think it's mainly, but the 7-spotted ladybirds, they were just straightforward, they were just lounging. But there you go, we can just see a massive dew spot of nasturtium leaves. And in fact, look at that. That's amazing. I mean, I just can't believe how the hell are they just so active at that time of the year. But anyways, we've got the nasturtiums there. There's just so much dew and fog and mist that's caused a lot of that to leave behind. I don't know how they're going to really survive at this time of the year, but that's very normal for that time of the year. Things are going to change. Thing is going to straightforward. I hate saying this, but this could be a potential farewell to my backyard garden, and I know what's going to be like. But anyways, I'm going to leave the video here. Sorry I can't really straightforward get rid of these at the moment here. Also, apologies for showing the wound here, because I should have never been doing that. So please don't attempt doing this. You might as well need a hedge trimmer, or you might as well, I think it might be better off having a hedge trimmer, or like, you know, a whippersnipper for hedgerows. That might be much more better what I've done. I'm going to go back upstairs and look after that wound. So if you really enjoyed this video, please give the video a very good like, subscribe for more flat videos in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now. You know, sometimes peace and quiet should always be very much the norm.